Hello everyone, Artisan Pirate here, and welcome back to the channel. We are once again up at the Mebane Train Display for the 10th annual train show and sale. Now the trains will be open. It is going to cover 2 days, this video here. I'm up here, the day is March 8th. Our train show is March 9th, but today we are setting everything up, getting the tables set up for vendors to come in and set their things up for the show to take place tomorrow. I'm really excited to document this video for you guys on camera through my eyes, as I like to do. I love coming up here on Tuesday afternoons for our train meetings and getting to learn about the history of Lionel, and then doing all the maintenance and working on the beautiful Mebane Train Display, which is in the room beside me. This, of course, is the museum section of it, with the 12-foot Christmas tree, seasonal tree, if someone wants to call it that, where a train will go up and down it, and we decorate it throughout the years. But really, really cool. Really looking forward to today and tomorrow and getting involved once again in the world of model railroading. So hope you all enjoy and follow along. And the beautiful Mebane Train Display is located 2 blocks from downtown Mebane, and it's also part of a park-like area with a playground, tennis courts, and basketball courts for people to play on. But here is the main entrance to the display. But for the train show, everyone will enter through the gymnasium here, and this is where we were setting up for the train show. But it's all connected in one uniform building to where you don't have to go outside, but you come through the door, and here is the beautiful detailed Mebane Train Display layout. And I will start at the main front door there, and I'll do a slow walk down the entire length of the beautiful display. We can run 8 O-scale trains at one time, and there is interactive buttons along the display for people to press that will activate stuff like the firehouse, the guard, the water tower, and just multiple little interactive features that are sprinkled throughout the layout. But it is immaculately detailed and very beautiful. And if you guys are curious what it looks like from the control panel, I crawled into it and done a 360 degree as well. And it's always fun once all 8 trains are up and running. You can just get relaxed from the sound, and then just the joyous laughter of people looking at things and just chatting about model trains. And you can see we have display cases. And to note about the display cases, one individual owned everything that was in those cases, and that was Mr. Tommy Long. I never had the chance to meet him. When he passed away, he left his vintage Lionel train collection to the city. And you can pause it right here if you would like to read a little bit about him. But his extensive collection is housed in the museum where I began the video, and I'll do a slow walk around it. And this is all vintage Lionel O-scale train stuff, and it's kind of a timeline, beginning here with the case with the yellow train in it. It has the oldest stuff, and it just kind of follows, as I said, a timeline and history really of Lionel trains. But this room is also where the 12-foot tree is, and it will have an O-scale train going up and down it. And as I said, we decorate it throughout the year for each season and event. So it's always cool to come in here and get a photo with it. But the banner was hung up in the gymnasium with all of our contact information. Again, you can pause that if you would like to get that wrote down. But once everyone was in, it didn't take us long to get all of the tables set up and get prepared for Saturday's event. Again, I was part of the setup crew, so pretty much after all the tables and chairs were set up, I left and then got ready to come back up to Mebane, which is only about 15 minutes from home. But when I arrived a little after 7 a.m. on Saturday, a lot of the vendors were already in, and they were getting their stuff set up for showtime, which began at 9 a.m. So we had a couple hours to just walk around and talk to our friends. And you can really tell this is a very close-knit community. A lot of people know each other, and if one table didn't have something, they could show you to someone who did have it, you know. So very close-knit group of community people, which I always like. Of course, I was on the hunt for HO scale stuff, and it was plentiful this go around. There was a lot of HO scale stuff, and I got 2 trains, I got 2 watches, one will be a gift, and I got a vintage Lionel license plate. So I did get some goodies, but all scales were represented at this train show. The doors were open by this point, but HO scale, O scale, S scale, and even the small N scale was all for sale. And it's always great to just look at all of the vintage stuff. And a lot of the dealers will do what I call haggling, where you can kind of bundle a few pieces together, you know. And the Atlantic Coast S gaugers were in with their beautiful layout, and it also had several interactive features all the way around it. If you guys like what you're seeing, I would highly encourage you to subscribe to my channel and also follow me across all my social medias under the Artisan Pirate name. I'd really appreciate the support, and I will also leave links to all of the Mebane Train Display's social medias down in the description box below as well. And keep in mind, for this train show here that takes over the whole gymnasium, as you can see is full of people, this is the only day throughout the year that we charge admission. Every second Saturday is always free and open to the public. We do have an engine workshop where you can bring by stuff and we can hopefully repair it for you. If not, we will be happy to lead you in the right direction. But for the train shows running, we ran a lot of youthful trains, in my opinion, you know, like the kid-friendly trains. We ran Thomas the Tank Engine and his friends. We had a McDonald's train. The Hogwarts Express was on there, and there was a little pet shop train that was pink. So, you know, that was just really catered for the youth, and they all enjoyed it, young and old alike. There you see the McDonald's train going around. It will circle a portion of the city here, and it will continue along its way. And then we will have the Hogwarts Express. And I would love to get this train in HO scale. It's just beautifully detailed, and I love the Harry Potter series. But it will go down and it will circle our city. And we're getting ready to change this part of the layout up, so it's always good to come back and revisit us if you were in the Mebane area when we are open. But it was just a great, joyful day. Here comes the McDonald's train again. But I had a great time. I was walking back and forth between the display and the train show itself. And of course we have a nighttime feature, and we turn this on and off just throughout the day when we are running, and it always gets a lot of oohs and ahs, and people just really enjoy it. But I had a great time at the 10th annual Mebane Train Show and Sale, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this retrospective video of an amazing day. And that, my friends, is going to wrap up our time up here at the 10th annual Mebane Train Display, Train Show and Sale. Remember, we are open every second Saturday of the month, so please stay tuned to all the social media feeds for the Mebane Train Display. The vendors are still in there selling everything. I got some train goodies myself to take home. The train display is behind this door. I stepped out here to where it's a little bit more quiet, and a rainy day did not deter many people from coming out. We had great crowds throughout the day, but I had a lot of fun putting this
this video together for you guys, and I hope you guys like watching the video through my eyes, as I like to do, in the retrospective aspect, and I hope you enjoyed following along the journey. But really cool. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel and also follow me across all my social media feeds under the Artisan Pirate name. As always, links to contact me as well as all my social medias will always be linked down in the description box below these videos. That's about all for this one, and remember guys, if I can make it or do it or go to it, so can you. I'm the Artisan Pirate. Take care, and I'll see you guys real soon.